Hype. You hear that a lot in the sneaker and streetwear community. Primarily male-dominated, people who don such clothing and footwear have even coined their very own terminology and are known as hypebeasts. There really isn't anything set in stone as to who really invented the term hypebeast, but it emerged by at least 2005 and means exactly what it is: hype and beast. Hype, a hip new article of clothing or trend, and beast, a slang for a person who manifests exceptional skill, in this case, describing the hypebeast's enthusiasm and dedication for fashion. But what makes an item hype? What even is hype?
So usually, as a price for a good goes up, demand goes down. But for Veblen goods, as price goes up, demand also goes up. This whole area right here, that's hype.
It's no stranger to us. Rolex, Gucci, Rolls-Royce, Hermes, it's all hype. A Birkin bag can cost you anywhere from $12,000 up to $300,000 US. The bags are distributed to Hermes boutiques on unpredictable schedules and in limited quantities, creating artificial scarcity and exclusivity. Luca Solca, an equity analyst at Exane BNP Paribas, estimates that the production cost of a basic Birkin is around $800. That is a whopping 1,500% price markup, and that's just for the cheapest bag. One simply can't speak about it without mentioning the one and only hypest brand in the market, Supreme. The brand is famous for making drops, where they release limited amounts of new collections and designs at specific timings. And without fail, with every drop comes with hundreds of enthusiastic queuers, willing to camp outside a Supreme store just for a chance to get their hands on anything from the release. Even though there aren't any physical Supreme stores in Singapore, the Lion City got a taste of the hype when Supreme launched its collaboration line with luxury retailer Louis Vuitton and made it available at local Louis Vuitton outlets. Essentially, every item in each drop is limited edition due to its scarcity, and in the hypebeast community, there are no two words more magical than limited edition. Limited edition items are gold in the resale market as they have a one-of-a-kind quality about them the collectors can't resist. Sound familiar? As a result, resale prices shoot up. Take for example the Supreme and North Face collaboration jacket. Retails for $298. Resale, more than $1,600. A Supreme crowbar retails for $32. Resales for $360. All it takes is to slap on a red box logo.
Hi, my name is Kamaru. I'm 28 this year, and I'm one of the co-owners of 65 Supreme on Instagram. Back in 2016, when I was working, I re-met again with my polymate Hamizan, and then realizing that he used to collect Supreme as well. So we actually wanted to create a community in Singapore to actually, for those interested in Supreme items or for buying or for selling. I got my first item back in 2010. My girlfriend, now wife, she actually bought for me this Supreme Camp Cap for my birthday, because I told her, oh, I really like that cap. And then she had to pay like quite a high resale value for it, whereas the cap was only like about like 40 USD. And I chose specifically Supreme, although it's a skateboard brand initially. But then the brand is quite bold and the logo is very simple. And they can do whatever item they do, and they just put the word Supreme, everybody's gonna go crazy and try to purchase it. And also I love it because they do collaborations with big brands like Nike, Champion, and they do have artist collaborations like every year. And also I think I've got a trick from my dad. He's a collector of antiques, and I think it was brought down that I like to collect some stuff as well. It's my own house I mean, I can display whatever I want, and actually to each his own, because others do collect like figurines, toys, or like posters or anything. Like, it's actually to each his own. I do resell some of the stuff which I think like I can make money out of it, and then try to get something which is more expensive. Yeah.
Reselling isn't something new. From the industry of telecommunications, where companies buy excess amounts of transmission capacity or call time from other carriers and resell it to smaller carriers, to your classic concert ticket resellers, it is no surprise that there is a resale market for apparel. Popular sneaker and streetwear resale sites such as StockX, GOAT, and Stadium Goods didn't exist 4 years ago, but all three of those are worth at least $150 million now. Benjamin Kapelushnik, or more popularly known as Benjamin Kicks or the Sneaker Don, made himself a millionaire at the age of 16 just by reselling sneakers. Seeing the success stories of Benjamin and resale sites, it is no wonder that people are trying to get in on the action here in this Lion City. Meet Mitchell, one of the many sneakerheads in Singapore who have learned how to flip sneakers.
So basically, it actually depends on what type of sneaker flipping you are. So the main type and the types where I respect the most is when they flip sneakers to afford other sneakers. So these people are okay, they're cool. But the problem is those people who know nothing about sneakers and know nothing about the hobby. They queue up and they are so-called being paid for their time. So I think that's the difference, the motive and the intention. So I think there are three main ways to go through the attain a sneaker. So first one is first come first serve, where people queue up before the store opening. So the record was actually the SB Dunk pigeons, and a riot broke out. Then the next one will be raffling, whereby that is actually the most optimal way for Singapore due to the rowdiness of the crowd and our strict laws. So basically what you do is that you still have to queue, but you queue to obtain a ticket that will be then lucky draw, and then you'll be able to win the chance to buy the sneaker. And then there's the last one, which is online. So online is basically when you go on the internet to a website and then you just purchase straight from the store and stuff like that. One of the ways to purchase online is using bots. So bots is actually a form of automated programming where coders code a program to help you purchase automatically and click one button. So they are way faster than humans' reaction time and movement. And actually there's this fourth way, that's a bit more unconventional, which they call backdoor. You pay /bribe, managers or store owners to have a first take or first look at all the goods and be able to buy even before the store opens.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Many people have built a career out of the hype culture, including Tyler.
Hi, my name is Tyler. I'm 31 this year, and I'm the founder for SG Soul Shoes.
Tyler's company specializes in the sales of sole protectors, and he also offers installation services.
I bought a pair of Easy Turtle Dove back in 2016, and then I paid close to 2,500 Singapore dollars. I didn't want my investment to go to waste, so I started looking into options to actually protect the soles. So initially I did for my own shoes, and then I thought if I could have this start of thinking, many others would also think the same, so I started offering this service. My full-time job is actually a safety coordinator at one of the chemical plants in Jurong Island. I would say my full-time job is about 1/3 of what I earn from my business. I run SG Soul Shoes from home. I don't see the benefits of renting a space. Customers usually drop their shoes over here and then come and collect their shoes when it's ready.
Randy is also no stranger to this game. As the owner of the Randy Galang page on Instagram, which boasts over 61,000 followers, Randy is a popular vendor used to draw crowds in for SneakerCon in New York and Seoul Superior, Singapore's own sneaker convention.
I got interested with Adidas because of their Boost technology. So when I tried a pair of NMDs, I was like, wow, this is so comfy. So then I started collecting. So I was wearing one to Seoul Superior. That time I was already collecting grails, hard to find. And then I saw this kid wearing a rare pair of Yeezys. So I talked to him. So after that, I checked his account, and then I saw that he was a photographer. I was telling you, why don't I just bring my pairs next time, and then you can maybe shoot. And so we did that, and then he was posting the photos. Then I proposed to him that since he's taking photos of my shoes anyway, they should give me some unique shots that I can post on my account, and then we can all credit each other. So it becomes like a collab of sorts. And so that's how it basically happened.
What draws Randy apart from your average reseller is that he has access to samples, which is a term used to describe an early makeup of a shoe for designers and retailers to see upcoming models. These shoes undoubtedly fetch a price for sneakerheads and collectors to get their hands on a pair of shoes before anyone else.
I've established trust with my plugs, from the factory. Because some of these plugs also dabble with these UA pairs. So I just have an agreement with them not to give me those. Because at the start, when my account was still small, I didn't actually care. As long as it's unreleased, I would get it and I would post it. But then as my account grew and I was meeting a lot of famous people in the game, then I started to realize, this is make or break. I have to be very careful on what I post.
There are actually more ways to obtain a sneaker. Can't get your hands on regular stock or samples? Try B-Stocks. There is a conflicting definition of B stock. On one hand, it can mean stock with minor defects that are sold at official outlet stores for a discounted price. On the other hand, some third-party resellers obtain factory rejects through contacts and sell them under the term B stocks. This is a little controversial in the Hypebeast community, as most of them consider these B stocks as inauthentic products, although there is still a market for them.
When you say B grade or UA, to me, they're already not legit.
Let's say you really do have access to B stock, then you take, like say the Off-White Jordan 1s, that are worth $3,000. If you really do have access to a shoe like this, will you sell it for $300? No, you'll sell it for $3,000, the actual market rate. So anyone who claims that they have B stock and then proceeds to sell it at like a heavily discounted price, it's not logical anymore.
Fake or not, one thing's for sure. This whole phenomenon wouldn't exist without hype. Hype is here to stay, whether you like it or not.
So the next trend, we might not know, but then I'm still gonna stick to Supreme.
The biggest struggle, I think, is just to try and predict what's going to be the next thing, or at least, be certain that what you have in stock is not going to be dead or lose its value.
There's always a sense of insecurity that, what if one day it just suddenly die off?
At the end of the day, Hypebeast culture is no different from classic materialism. Growing from just the hype of sneakers to apparel and novelty items, Hypebeasts have come a long way. And now with the entry of high fashion making its way into streetwear culture, there is no telling what form this phenomenon will take on next. There is clearly more than meets the eye to this community and this ever-changing scene.
Drinking, need refreshments. Check my ring bling, ruby ring